ready for some football?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thick and Thin Sports Cast with your hosts, Nate Hanks and Travis Watson. We're here to talk all things sports and just have a good time. Listener beware, there may be some adult language. Now, let's get to the show!
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hey!
Oh, what?
Jeremy's tired. He's been meetings
Nap
all
time?
day.
Nap time, what?
Aw, it looks like you're ready to go to bed.
He's
Doesn't
already in his bedroom.
How's everybody doing?
Not too bad yourself.
I'm good. I had something I was going to open up with, and I totally forgot what the hell it was going to be, so...
You forgot it?
Should've
yeah.
wrote it down.
I don't write shit down. That's why our show sucks.
I'll give you 10 other reasons why our show sucks, but...
Yeah.
So what's the number one, Jeremy? What is going on up there?
Oh, yeah, Jeremy's got some stuff to talk about and get off his chest today.
Yes.
No, not really.
Did you already get it all done? You got it all off here? Jeremy? Bueller?
You know we're on a podcast, right? So people need to hear you speak.
Bueller?
You go.
Jeremy? No, I can't hear you. What happened?
Well, so I'm dedicating this week's show to my late puppy Daisy, who passed away Wednesday night. She got hit by a vehicle and didn't make it, so that's why I got a white dog with a black spot behind me.
Yep.
So
It's very
starting off on a sad note. And we're supposed to get snow for those that aren't around the Northeast. Maybe,
Yeah.
possibly on
It
Saturday.
is
That's
May,
great.
and we're getting snow. This hasn't happened since I think it was 78. I was looking at.
When I looked at the weather earlier, we were good. Didn't say it was supposed to be like 44 degrees, but it didn't say anything about snow.
Jeremy, can you hear us? We can't hear you. There we go.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Yeah.
What'd you
Oh,
do?
I didn't do anything.
He unplugged. That's what happened.
I had to unplug and replug back in.
There you go. It's the common way to fix all computer problems, isn't it?
Yes.
That's how you
that's
fix life.
Well, then why does someone unplug 2020 and try again?
I already asked. Somebody said they did. They even tried giving it a Snickers. That didn't work either.
So are we good?
Apparently, we have no chit chat amongst ourselves to begin this week. So I guess
we're all
if
tired.
you, as always, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, click the like button down there on the screen. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're on the Facebook page, just go ahead and write a review about us. Give us 5 stars. It'd be great.
Say
Whenever
how awful
Travis
people we
actually
are.
goes ahead and starts uploading the shows via Spreaker,
Yeah.
maybe our podcast listeners will actually get a chance to listen to the show.
Has he at least updated the draft one?
I don't think I
We're like
posted
2
any of
weeks
them.
behind.
I keep forgetting to post stuff, so it's been a long.
All you have to do is once we're done, click post.
Yeah, but
it's right
the last
there.
couple of times we got done, I'm just tired as dog crap because of the days I had.
Look,
you know, he
I
could
was
just run
doing
in
it
the
when I was
background
still
while at
there
work.
recording with you. The least you can do is just get it done. All you gotta do is go up 13 steps and then crawl into bed.
Yeah, but after I go upstairs and have a cigarette after this, I usually I just want to go to bed.
That's why you do it before you go do that.
There's always children we have to put to bed when we get upstairs, too, because...
They refuse to go to bed before now.
So we just leave them on the couch.
There's 2 of you. Travis can still upload the show. You take one. By the time he's done, he can take care of the other one.
I was going to say, I can't carry
Either of them.
them.
Well, if they're asleep on the couch, then don't worry about them. They're already in bed.
They
Just
pee.
leave him there.
They pee?
One of them does.
One
at
of them
least.
does.
All right, well, then grab a puppy pad. Put it underneath
Honestly,
the
I've
ass.
thought about it.
Good to go.
I've thought about it.
I mean, it seems like a simple fix.
You would
It
think,
does.
but it's really not.
It is. It totally is. You're just trying to come up with excuses as why not to post the show on the major generating thing for our content.
Yeah, well, remind me tomorrow to get it all up there.
I will do that.
Because
He's been too
otherwise
busy
I'll
taking
forget.
down walls.
Yes. Taking them apart. I did some wiring the past couple of days, so.
Speaking of walls, you need to come over here and help me take a TV off of mine.
Well, yes.
Can we throw that in your
Since it's
dumpster?
going to snow Saturday. Well, did you check to see if your warranty would cover it?
Come on.
You got to do that first.
Yeah. Remind me tomorrow when I remind you to post our show on Spreaker so it goes to Apple
Okay, well.
and
And
all
Nate-
these other places.
Nate, I believe electronics can't be thrown in those.
Well,
I
it already
mean-
has some computers in it, so that's okay.
Neither one of you are going to remember to remind.
Overstuffed, ignorant, blood.
And Gail's mic went out. How convenient.
You're a dick.
We're gonna remember what?
Absolutely nothing.
Bueller?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Can you not hear
How
her?
is you both are having issues this week and I'm not?
See,
I'm-
I have no problems hearing you guys, and
Well, no,
my mic's being picked
Gail
up.
kept cutting out.
Yeah.
I just stopped talking. I didn't cut out.
She cut herself off.
Yes.
Makes sense.
All
It's a woman-
right. So Nate, you got your think tank to see how
Oh.
crappy your questions are going to be this week.
I do have a think tank. Let me find it.
I got my list from last week.
Where is my think tank?
It's really hard to cross out the number 2.
There it is. All right. So at 8:00, the NFL schedule has been posted.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all knew this.
Yes.
So with that, they have gone out and released the strength of schedule for all 32 teams.
Yeah.
You all need to come up with the top 15 most difficult scheduled teams.
The teams with the most difficult schedule,
Correct.
and we can't look it up.
No. If
So
I
who's
see
going
one of
first?
you move, I'm just gonna be mad.
I'm not on camera.
Oh yeah, you're a big cheater. All
My
right.
phone's down.
So how do I want to go first?
Hey, wait, you can't see me move.
So I'm gonna go as always, Travis. You are the thick, so you're first. Then we're gonna go with Jeremy, and then we're gonna go with Muppet.
All right. So I'll go with the
Giving
Pats
Muppet
because
more
I know
time
they
to
have
cheat.
the worst schedule.
All right, Jeremy, you keeping score?
Sure.
That's what
All
he
right,
does.
Travis, you're up
Pats.
on Thin's think tank.
I said
Top
Patriots.
15.
Patriots have the worst schedule this year.
The New England Patriots have the most difficult schedule this year.
Yes.
So you are now on the board.
The San Francisco 49ers.
The 49ers are number 4. They have the 4th most difficult schedule. Muppet.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are. I know they're on here. Come on. How am I missing them?
I don't know.
Because
they
everyone
signed,
does.
Because they signed a new quarterback. That's.
What's funny is I want to read these out loud, but then it's going to give them all away.
Yeah.
Where the are they? Oh, they're number 30. Sorry.
They have one of the easiest schedules.
They do.
So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills are tied for 5th. So there's more than one team than number 5 with a difficult schedule.
Oh, wow.
The Houston Texans.
Houston Texans are tied at 8.
Wow, we have a lot of ties this week.
Muppet.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are tied at 16. So you're
Damn it.
just outside of the top 15.
Just out.
Womp womp.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs are tied at 18.
Oh,
Jeremy,
New
you
Orleans
get to
Saints.
take the lead.
The New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints are 24. Come on.
Wait, how does Tampa Bay have a harder schedule than them?
Because they got Tom Brady. Green Bay.
Green Bay is number 15.
Yay! I'm on the board.
Well done, Muppet. You got a point.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins are number 3.
Wow.
Yes.
So we're looking at what? 3, 2, and 1.
The New York Jets.
Number 2. 3, 3, and 1. Muppet.
The Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens are 32.
Fuck
they
Miami.
have the easiest schedule
They
this
have
year.
the easiest schedule.
Whatever.
All right, we're gonna go around one more time. Travis. There's 32 teams to pick
Yeah,
from
I'm
here.
trying to figure out who would have a tougher schedule.
No
the
pressure.
Raiders.
The Vegas Raiders are 21. Jeremy, this is your chance to win for this week's think tank.
Yeah, give me a second. San Francisco won their division. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks are number 13. They are tied at 13. Well done, Jeremy. Muppet, for a chance to get at least 2.
The Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles are 25.
Fuck.
Muppet, you suck at this game this week.
Yep.
All right, so
See, I just kept thinking who won the divisions,
Yeah.
who were division winners, except the AFC East apparently has the hardest schedule this season.
so tied at 16 is the Indianapolis Colts and the Buccaneers. 15 is the Packers. Tied at 13 is the Seahawks and the Bears. 12 is the Broncos. Tied at 10 is the Rams and Vikings. Tied at
Say
8.
the Rams.
I almost went Vikings.
I was gonna go Vikings.
Tied at 8 is the Texans and the Cardinals. Tied at 5 is the Cardinals or Vikings. Yeah, the Cardinals are tied at 8. The Lions and Falcons and Bills are tied at 5. 4 is the 49ers. 3 is the Dolphins. 2 is the Jets, and 1 is the Patriots.
Wow, you really suck at reading tonight.
It's small on the further screen. That's why.
It's on the big
But-
screen. You
Yeah.
couldn't zoom
So that was the think tank for this week. Quick, short, simple.
in. Yep.
I win again.
You do. Your record
He wins
goes
again.
on.
He wins again this week for the first time since Gale kicked his ass last week.
have we been keeping a running total of who's won the most think tanks?
They're all on video.
They are all on
I'm
video.
pretty
Somebody's
sure
gotta go back and
Jeremy has
watch
won the
watch
most
the
of them.
videos.
So someone has to go back and double check. We have to get a running tally of weekly.
I know
Winners.
I've only won once.
I know I've never won, so I know Jeremy's won most of them. This week I almost won. Damn it.
You were so close.
I was.
You had me going for a while,
I
and
did.
then I even threw a softball up and missed on it, and you couldn't even take advantage.
If y'all just would have gone more with the NFC North when you saw that Green Bay was at 15, you would have been pretty solid.
Yeah.
Well, I figured they were the one in that division, so
Yeah, we figured they would have the hardest schedule out of the.
Yeah,
out of
that's why I
four.
figured the Saints would have a harder schedule than Tampa Bay,
Fair enough.
because higher up you face the ones in the opposite instead of the 2s or the 3s or the
Yeah.
4s. So
I see Travis did not rearrange the schedule or the
I did.
show. Did
no,
you?
Yeah, I did.
we're gonna wing it. Where's
I rearranged
We're
it.
winging it.
Did you? All right, so we have some NHL news here, folks. Bless you. The Premier of British Columbia, John Horgan, made an offer to the NHL for a place to play the remainder of their games. The Premier sent a letter to the Commissioner, Gary Bettman, and the NHL Players Association head, Don Fehr, to let them know that BC is, quote, a place to potentially restart the NHL, assuming that the games would be played without audiences, but instead played for television. I think that would be fantastic if they took him up on that offer. I need to see some Bruins hockey.
I think it's only a matter of time till they do. I think they can't end the season currently how it sits, and they want to be able to at least take some kind of revenue. And if they can get in there sooner than later, before any other sports, basketball seems to be kind of holding out where they had talks about doing something, but they seem to their players are non-willing, and baseball's players are even less willing. So I think
Well, Friday, baseball is supposed to be bringing a not a contract, but a proposal to the players' union as to how they're hoping to start the season.
That
Yeah,
almost made the show.
but a lot of the players have already said that they don't want to play without fans in the stands.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna play for less money than they're due for the year, and a lot of them have already taken pay cuts because they're missing games.
Right.
Well,
but they don't
Korean
realize
baseball
that,
has started. They're playing without fans, and it's pretty legit. So that's what we're looking at right now for like the only team sport still going on is Korean baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if
Well,
hockey
right now,
does it right, they can get a lot more new fans into hockey than have ever been.
oh yeah,
Because with
everybody's
nothing else on,
dying for sports right now.
exactly, you'll have ratings better than they've ever had for TV ratings.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
willingly watched
huge.
wrestling, so I would rather watch hockey.
You know what though? I have been watching wrestling just because.
It's the only thing on.
Yeah,
The only live thing on.
pretty much.
I won't
Well-
call it real. I'll call it live.
The predicted salary cap for next year for baseball is that they will be losing $100 million per team if they do not play soon. And
That's
all
nuts.
of these free agents like Mookie Betts and everybody like that's hoping to get the big paydays next year, they won't be getting that big payday next year because these teams won't be able to afford to make that kind of payment.
Oh, someone will pay him a lot of money.
Right, but they won't be able to pay them like he wants that money up front. He wants it was like a $400 million guaranteed over 10 years. They won't be able to afford that that first year payment.
Oh, they will. They'll cut lower salary players to make
You
sure
would
they
have
have
to
the
cut
money.
half the
These-
team to do that though.
The team that's going to be doing that isn't worried about the cash flow.
But they can't spend the money. That's what I'm saying is that the cap will be going down next year instead of up like it normally does.
No, they said revenue is dropping. They didn't
Right,
say the
but-
salary cap's gonna
Oh
drop.
no, there's right now there's been rumors out right now that says if they keep going, the cap will be because the revenue won't be there to support the cap. So the cap will have to go down
Yeah, but you
because the
gotta
teams
think,
take the revenue and
baseball-
split between them.
Baseball has a soft cap. Baseball cap is whatever your owner wants to pay.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
'Cause you get a luxury
it's
tax.
yes
You
and
got
yes.
you
Yeah,
got a
but you only
luxury
get
tax.
the luxury tax after 3 years of being over the cap.
No, not anymore.
Yes, that's how the rules are written. That's why the Red Sox dropped cap this year. Because if they were over it again this year, they got hit like 60, or it was like after 3 years, it gets a certain percentage. You're taxed, or in theory, you're taxed on a certain percentage over the cap at a certain rate, and then the longer you maintain over it, the higher that goes up.
All I know is this is what I'm hearing when I was listening to the radio earlier today. Well,
What?
yesterday actually. Sorry.
But the thing is, it's not the players that are due for contracts coming up that are going to be the ones that are complaining about playing. It's going to be the ones that are already slotted to make $400 million or whatnot.
Right.
They're not going to go play for half the amount of money that they should be getting paid.
Well, they may not have a choice when it comes to next year because they'll say we played, you didn't stick to your contract. Sorry.
Unfortunately, their contract's 100% guaranteed.
Yeah.
A pandemic is not a.
Oh,
out in their
I'm willing to
contract.
bet some of them are.
Oh, I'm willing to bet, considering the fact that travelers, insurance, and things like that had pandemic listed as non-covered. I guarantee that contract has something about pandemics
Oh yeah.
stopping the season, that they still get their money. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Those contracts are written bulletproof that those players get that money.
If they didn't,
Okay.
they will be now.
XFL news.
Well, oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, did you have something?
Nope, you're good.
In about a month after filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy, the league is now looking for new ownership. Investment banker Houlihan Lockheed, is managing the process and will be looking to accept letters of intent by June 12th, and formal bids will be due by July 6th.
This is how you could tell the difference of when I write something and Travis writes something.
You mean direct to the point, covers what it needs to, and doesn't have all the BS?
Yeah, there's no fluff. I rewrite everything I read from other sources and just put it in what we need to talk about.
So,
It'll be the shortest episode yet.
well, pretty much. Well, there's Facebook Marketplace. There's still that.
Oh my God.
Not if we're
What?
if we end.
Could also talk about naming the fucking baby again.
Hey, come on! I already shared that video.
I think I hope that there are legitimate offers for the XFL, and then they do consider a merger of some sort with the AAF that tried to do something
Yeah.
and really pursue a spring football season.
It'd be nice because
I
I was enjoying it. I was like, because the rule changes were enough to get me interested and actually kind of interesting. I kind of wanted to see an overtime shootout style to see what that was like, but we didn't get to see that. So I
Well-
was kind of hoping for more games, and the games were starting to get good. I was kind of impressed with the play towards that last game, and I was just like, damn it, now we're out.
I just remembered what I forgot to put in here. So, y'all remember how they were trying to get Peyton Manning to be a commentator, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, I heard this rumor.
this week it had been reported that he was interested in purchasing a football team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and being an owner instead of a player. So, with that being the case, let's say somebody does buy the rights to the XFL. The XFL does have a season. What do you think the odds are that Peyton Manning buys an XFL team?
Pretty good.
I wouldn't be
It-
surprised.
I don't think he's going to afford an NFL team, and then if
It-
he does, who's he going to buy?
Right.
It all depends
The Detroit
who.
Lions.
It all depends who buys the team, buys the XFL.
Yeah. No, the Ford family isn't going to sell the Lions. Just
No.
letting you know that, Travis.
I
No,
know.
they never will.
Even though they
but
suck, they're never going to
the-
sell.
the other issue the XFL is going to face is that it's more likely than not that the NFL season is going to start delayed. So
Yep.
their season's not going to end till probably April.
That'd be a late season.
I mean, it's the way it's looking. Everything's delayed. The NFL wants, because the NFL has the biggest hurdle to go over. They have the most players per team. They have the most people involved per game. Where basketball, you have 10 players on each team that are active per game plus 2 or 3 refs.
Yeah.
That's so maybe 30 people in total plus then camera crew. That's all way spread out. Hockey, you have, was it like
12.
18? Is it 18 or 20 people on the players?
18. I
Per-
think it's 18 if I remember correctly.
So I mean, but still, you're looking probably under 50 players between players and refs and coaches, and then
Don't forget the one guy in the crowd that's the emergency goalie.
Oh, yes.
well, no,
Yeah,
that's
We'll
gonna,
know
one
who that
person in
we'll
the
know who
stands
that guy
watching.
is.
that person won't be able to be in the. I wonder what
He'll
they'd
be
have
the
to- they'd
one
have to work around that
fan
rule.
in the stand.
You have
It-
one guy just being, woo!
That- it would-
Yeah!
At that point, I think
Hockey!
at that point, I think they'd have to move the. They'd have to
He'd
have
be the
a
Zamboni driver.
no,
Wouldn't
an
be the
extra-
first time.
I need to get my skates on.
they'd have to have an extra goalie in the locker room to come out in case of emergency.
Hey, buddy, I need a
He's sitting in his car in the parking lot.
Yes.
guy, over here, give me a Belton. Big goalie out, eh? Oh,
you
fucking hoser.
But I mean, so
Scout's getting pissed.
basketball probably is the easiest time to breach that. Baseball is probably the next because it's very limited contact,
Yeah.
if any. But baseball players don't want to play when there's no fans in the stands and for reduced payments.
They barely want to
'Cause-
play when there is fans in the stands.
They're all a bunch
Exactly.
of entitled little sissies.
Yep. So that could completely kill that league this offseason. Or
Oh,
this COVID season, I should say.
Baseball was already on the decline, and
Exactly.
them not playing at all this year could be even worse for them.
Because it's boring.
It
as
could be
fuck.
just the next step into baseball being a no
Hey,
longer
language.
thing.
I'm pulling a cap. Language.
I said I've done pretty well so far this week and not swearing.
So far, it's still early.
Well, I'm not drinking,
Oh,
so
what do you mean
Wait,
you're
what?
not drinking?
I got water by my side.
That's not
Me
allowed.
too.
We
Nate,
both must be pregnant.
do you have something to
Twinsies.
tell us?
So I'm trying to do something that I said I would never do, which is the intermittent fasting crap. I
Beer
cannot
doesn't
get
count.
off of this freaking quarantine more out of shape than I was when I got into it. I have
Yes,
no
you can.
excuse. I have zero excuse.
I know you
I have
a
a
home
full
gym.
service gym, like 2 walls in front of me.
10
There's this set of
steps.
stairs too.
There is some stairs, but yeah, there's no reason, zero reason for me to be thicker than thick.
Oh, speaking of that, is there? Have
So that
we
means
had
you're
any
coming to
updates
shovel
with
my
golf
driveway
stick?
tomorrow?
Oh, so yeah, there is no golf tournament on Saturday. They did postpone it. They're gonna email me next week, with the new date and time. I'm hoping June.
June would be
Yeah,
good.
might be later.
Yeah,
I would like to
July,
hit. I would
just
like to
maybe.
hit a ball or two before we go out.
Yeah.
Golf course is open tomorrow. You can go play.
Yep.
All right, Jeremy, let's go.
I wonder. Hey,
I have more work to do than I can get done in a day right now.
I could get out tomorrow.
Nate works for the government.
I mean, I'll be working all day tomorrow.
My boss
And
already
it's
told me have a nice weekend.
Good to know.
Going golfing. Sorry.
I'll put my out of office reply. Out of office.
Gone golfing.
Mental resiliency day.
Yes.
So while you're golfing, I'm getting a massage.
So
Golfing's
who's gonna
cheaper
watch
than
the
that.
children?
Alex is old enough.
Alex, they
Somebody's
may
gotta
all
teach
end
the
up
children.
dead.
Jeremy just has the little princess watch herself.
No, she does not do good on her own. She needs attention.
She was a riot today. She was
She-
yelling at Maureen for throwing the ball for the dog in the road, which was in the backyard.
Oh yes, she was the teacher today apparently.
I was
You
like,
get your hands
oh.
full with that little one, Jeremy, don't
I'm
you?
like, oh, it's so confusing.
no,
The
that's
road
an
looks like
understatement.
the backyard.
Don't worry, Travis. You'll get to experience it soon too.
Nope.
Oh
She
yeah.
is the reason why I know I don't want a girl.
Hashtag Team Pink.
Yep, I'm with you, Nate. He's due for one.
Nope.
Yes.
It'd be one thing if you, Jeremy, had 2 boys or 2 girls. Like if you had 2 girls, and Travis is more likely gonna have 2 boys. But you split the difference. So
I don't need them.
The
And,
odds are in
and
your
the boy
favor.
was
Hey, hey.
older.
Hey, don't worry, the brother-in-law, he's 0 for 3. 3 girls.
Yeah, fuck that. Sorry.
I had 2 boys. My brother had 2 girls. So just saying.
So yeah, we both had boys first. You're due for the girl.
Yep.
No, I don't need a girl.
Especially because you said, see, that's what you get for the way you acted when you were younger.
I can't wait for Travis just to be like tamed.
Not gonna happen.
Are you
He's gonna have
kidding
his
me?
fingernails painted all the time. He's gonna have a little mascara on his eyes and blush.
Don't lie, he already
stuff.
does that. He just cleans up before the podcast.
All right,
All right.
so getting the NFL news.
So
Is
the
it-
NFL regular game seasons are being announced tonight. They have been announced. I have the first week of games. If you guys want to hear the first game of the season.
Yes.
So
How crappy is the Hall of Fame game? Well, the Hall of Fame game gonna be?
the Texans and Chiefs play on September 10th at 8:20 p.m.
Bullshit.
I don't think they will.
Jeremy, when do you think that game's gonna play?
I'd say 2 months late.
2 months late.
Actually, probably 4 weeks,
September,
4 to 5 weeks.
October. So you're saying the first game wouldn't be till November?
I'd be all
maybe-
right with it.
I wouldn't.
Maybe late September, probably mid-October.
October.
I'd be very pregnant.
Probably mid-October.
I am going to be the voice of optimism and say it's going to start on time, with or without fans.
With or without fans? Wow.
Yeah, I think they'd play without fans.
So what's that following week's games?
So the next game is going to be Jets and Bills, which is September 13th, 1 o'clock. You also have the Packers Vikings, Eagles Redskins, Browns Ravens, Colts Jaguars, Raiders Panthers, Bears Lions, Seahawks Falcons, Dolphins Patriots, and that is your 1 o'clock games for the 13th.
Are the Pats at home or the Pats away?
I don't know. I'm not going to click on that.
I was
Does it
literally
matter?
just going to ask the same thing.
Well, I want to know if the Pats are going to lose that first week or they're going to win that first week.
At New England.
They're gonna lose.
So they
So they'll win that one.
they
It's-
might
no,
win.
no, because Fitzmagic will win it for him.
Oh yes, he's still there.
Your 405 is Chargers Bengals.
Yeah.
Your 425 games are Cardinals Niners, Buccaneers Saints,
Ooh, I sure hope that game's
and
on.
the Buccaneers are at New Orleans.
That should be a good game.
Your 820 game is Cowboys Rams. And
That's
then
gonna be a crappy game.
we have two Monday night games, Steelers Giants at 7:15, Titans Broncos at 10:10.
Okay.
Now that we have these schedules, I think what we need to do is maybe next week do our predictions on where the teams will fall.
Okay.
So 8-8, 9 and whatever.
So you're saying is I have to get my spreadsheet back out and start filling in things, and then we can see.
Yes, yes, because we need documented who picks who for winning what division and.
Yep.
Do you want me to keep going to week 2, or do you just want to do week 1?
No, week 1's fine. That'll probably be pushed back, so we'll be pushing those back. As long as they don't move the games around. So, did you see another schedule? If they started late, who they weren't going to play?
There's the NFL right now is tracking to start on time. I guess we probably won't find out exactly if they're gonna, push schedules off or push anything, to
We
the-
won't know till training camps should be starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some teams are trying to get facilities back open, but a lot of the teams are having issues due to local restrictions.
Yeah.
They aren't considered.
They should be. They really should
Well,
be.
They're not
Just wait.
essential.
One
Yeah.
more thing on here, and we'll talk about it. So, Don Shula, the legendary Hall of Fame head coach, Don Shula passed away May 4th at the age of 90. Shula was the NFL's winningest coach who led the Miami Dolphins, the league's only undefeated season.
Yep. And now he can't win any more games.
I mean, he wasn't winning any more games for a while.
Right.
But he only
Travis,
won
why do you look
17 games.
green?
straight.
I'm green.
You look green.
Oh, it's
Am
the
I
other
the only one
camera. I
seeing
don't
green?
care. That's the other camera.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Nate, it's not easy being green.
It's not. Too many pistachios.
It happens,
All right, go ahead, Thick. Go ahead and read the next thing.
All right. So
Since you happen to talk about it.
the NFL has issued protocols to its teams that could have them opening their doors come May 15th. The protocols have select staff members coming in first and eventually players. The first group of employees allowed back will be no more than 50% of non-player staff and a total of 75 people per day. The only players that will be permitted into the facilities will be the players who were already rehabilitating injuries prior to the closing of the facilities. So at least something will be happening at the stadiums.
Yeah, so like I said, the NFL is definitely making the push to stay as far on track as possible.
Yep.
And I think opening up their facilities next week is a real positive way forward for them in figuring out, like, okay, we can moderate how many people are coming in, going. Let's try to get things back to normal, especially when we need sports more than ever.
Yeah.
people are really starting to go crazy. I almost watched the entire Packers Seahawks game from like 5 years ago. And we still had Cedric Benson.
Oh,
He's
jeez.
getting desperate.
You know, I have a feeling they're going to start pushing this, and then someone in one facility is going to come down with it, and they're going to put it to a screeching
Everything's
halt.
gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
And they're going to shut it down league wide and reevaluate, and then start the process again.
Yeah. It's going to be a long process, unfortunately.
So Brett Favre was in the news. Jeremy, you
Green
get the
Bay.
next stuff. Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Favre is having to pay $1.1 million in welfare money that he received for several speeches that he didn't show up to give in Mississippi. Favre reported that he was unaware that the money came from welfare groups and has already started to pay the money back that was paid to his organization. He actually has several nonprofits established in Mississippi for unfortunate kids and families that don't have money. So as soon as the accountant for the state found that little discrepancy, they were quick to reach out to him, and he was very quick to pay back. So at least it wasn't a dick pic.
Yeah.
He's already done those.
Yeah. Still made the Hall of Fame.
Well, of course he did. He has the most interceptions ever thrown by a quarterback.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. Jameis Winston's coming up.
Pretty unstrong.
Well,
Yeah, if he gets another start.
yeah, that's the thing. James Winston might not start another game in his career, so
He might not play
he has
in another
he has
game.
a long way to go.
Unless Breeze gets hurt again this season.
Yeah, but 4 games, they'll throw what, like 15?
Then Hill's going to get the start over Winston.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, they have Hill there still.
Oh, yeah.
They'll start their kicker as their quarterback before they start him.
I think they're going to look at Winston in the similar fashion that they have, was it Tyson Hill?
Yeah.
Where he'll be like a flex option, probably run the ball or some crazy type of formations and plays to
Yep.
warrant his paycheck.
He gets paid pennies.
You still got to show up and do something.
A lot of them
I don't-
made pennies this year.
I don't think
Pennies are pennies.
Sean Payton's not going to have him doing stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sean Payton just has him sitting there, right on the bench, just as a backup in case of emergency.
A backup for the backup.
For the backup.
Well, the thing is, they needed an actual backup because Taysom Hill plays so many other positions. If he does go down with an injury, they need a actual backup.
Yeah.
They don't want to limit Taysom Hill for doing all the other stuff he does just because they're afraid he's going to get hurt.
Right.
So on Facebook, we're currently competing against the NFL schedule release. And they have 4.3 thousand people watching, and we have 1.
It's probably
Is
one
that
of
us? Because I'm watching, you're watching.
Yeah. Oh, now we got 2.
I'm on it
like,
live, so I don't know
Telling
what
me there's a chance.
How come I can't see who's watching?
I can only see the live thing, so.
Yeah, I can see live
so
too.
the strength of schedule is coming out right now. The Pats do have the hardest schedule with a opponent average of .537 wins.
Win percentage.
Win percentage, sorry. Home games are going to be the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Baltimore Ravens.
It keeps going. Page 2.
Oh,
It-
the
it-
Denver
Denver
Broncos.
Broncos, Vegas Raiders, San Francisco 49ers.
Don't even bother reading out who they play. It's pointless.
So we got 2 losses, 4 losses,
8 losses.
2 wins. I'll say
Let's
they'll
see.
beat the Jets. I'll say they beat the Jets.
Depends if they're the linebacker or not.
The Cardinals, they'll beat them.
They're going to beat Denver.
They'll beat
Yeah,
Denver.
maybe.
So I'll say the Jets, the Cardinals, Denver, and maybe
So-
the Rams.
They'll split the difference with Miami for sure, because that's what they do.
No,
I
that
think-
was before when we had Brady. Before that, we used to
I
lose a
still think
lot
they're
to
going to split the
Miami.
difference.
Yeah, they'll still split with Miami.
I think Buffalo's going to take both games.
Split with the Jets.
I was going to say they're going to split with the Jets.
Yeah.
They'll
Boy,
probably,
it's a big difference than
they-
what we used to say.
depending on how your defense plays, they could beat Arizona, but they have Hawkins and Fitzgerald, and they have a solid running back.
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't know-
stack
I don't know.
team.
yeah, I don't know if your defense is going to hold the power that offense could produce.
Right.
Houston can be a challenge for you.
I'm gonna say we're gonna lose we're gonna lose a lot more games than we win this season.
Baltimore.
I'm gonna
Kansas
say the
City.
Pats are gonna go 9-7.
He just says
No,
we're going to lose a
7-9.
lot more games than we
7
win
and
this
9,
year,
sorry.
and yet we're going 9-7.
7-9. I had it backwards. Sorry, 7-9. 9 losses, 7 wins. That's it.
I think you're going to win 5 games, maybe 6.
We're gonna go 5 games. You're gonna say 5 games.
Who's the
5 or
Chargers quarterback? Tyrod Taylor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably a win.
So I'm going to say you guys are going to beat Miami. You're going to beat the Jets. You're going to beat the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Rams. And Las Vegas is my coin flip.
I'm gonna go with we're gonna beat Miami once, the Jets both times, the Cardinals, the Broncos, and the Rams, and that's it. Is that 7? Yeah. 1, 2,
Do you need another hand so you
2,
can count all the fingers?
3,
You got those 2.
4,
I know you're not wearing socks.
5.
Okay, team
Yeah,
with
I
the
don't-
easiest schedule belongs to the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens have a .438 opponent win percentage going into the season.
So they'll get a first round bye, and now they'll suck again that second week.
Yep. I have a feeling they're going to take a big step back this year, even though they have a very easy schedule.
You don't think they're gonna win as much as they did last year?
What was their record last year? They were the number 1 seed last year.
Yeah, 14-1, 14-2, I think.
I was going to say, you only play 15 games now?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess their starters only played 15 games. They benched them for the 16th.
Right.
So I could see them splitting with the Bengals just because the Bengals usually play them well in general. They'll
Yeah.
probably sweep the Browns, probably split with the Steelers. Cowboys might be a coin toss. Texans will probably be a coin toss. They'll probably beat the Jags. Colts will probably be a coin toss because that offense should be pretty powerful this year. Lose to the Chiefs, beat the Patriots, beat the Giants. Probably coin toss against the Eagles. They'll probably lose to the Titans again, and they'll probably beat the Redskins.
Yeah, Titans kind of have their number and know how to beat them now.
Yeah, and the Titans gave the blueprint to everyone else. So now that the fact is that other teams are going to kind of do what the Titans did to minimize Lamar Jackson, make him a throwing quarterback, and
Show everybody he's not really that good.
just
I think
show
they're-
everybody what he showed everyone at the Pro Bowl, that the Pro Bowl skills competitions, that he's not an accurate passer.
Nope.
I think the Ravens are going to go 11-5. So
I'll
the
take
complete
that.
opposite of the Patriots.
Yeah, I'll take that action.
How much did I say they'd lose?
I don't know. You just
1,
You just said they were going to take a step back.
3, 4. I think I'd say 10-6.
10-6.
I think they're gonna wax Cincy. They're gonna wax Cleveland. I think they're gonna take Pittsburgh. They're gonna beat Dallas. They're gonna beat the Jaguars, the Colts, the Giants, Eagles, and Redskins.
I think this year is going to be everything's going to be up in the air with them.
Oh, I hear a small child.
That is me.
I think that's Journey's
I
small
was
child.
gonna see. I don't see one.
There she is. It's an Aubrey.
Hey, Aubrey.
Hey, cutie pie.
She's looking at the
How are
screen.
you?
Oh, she's looking. I'm
talk?
talking. She's looking at the screen like.
Okay, then go to bed.
Night, Aubrey.
Night.
What?
Let me think of something real quick.
Well, while that's going on,
Yeah.
and we didn't put this in the news, so I'm gonna play something for y'all.
You got something for
It
us?
wouldn't hurt. I thought about the Falcons, even though they have Matt Ryan. Essentially, Andy Dalton is not going to look at a starting position.
No, he's
No.
looking at a backup, but he'll want to be one of the highest paid backups out there. He's
Yeah.
gonna he's wants to be paid probably in the market of like probably 10 per year.
You know what though? They could probably the Cowboys could probably sign Andy Dalton for less than Dak Prescott.
Oh, way less.
Yeah, but they're
Still at 40 or he's gonna hold out for it.
yeah, they're gonna do a deal with Dak once everything's figured out.
I don't know,
So
Jeremy.
I still say they
I'm surprised they
pay
didn't
Dak a lot of money.
Draft
just
a
wait.
first-round quarterback just to piss him off and be like, hey, if you don't want to sign, he'll play.
I mean, he's Goff is making over $30 million a year. He signed a 4-year extension for $134 million, and then he also just restructured his contract to push out some money to give them more salary cap space.
Yeah.
I just had to go ahead and prove the fact that Finn was the one who came up with the red rocket or the red gunslinger or whatever.
Red rifle.
There you go. Going to Dallas, and you're over there talking about Goff and Trubinsky and Chicago picking him up. You guys were dead set, like convinced beyond all shadow of a doubt that he was going to go to Chicago.
Well, Jeremy
There you
was
go,
mostly.
folks.
Well, I started with the idea,
Well, when they
and then
did
what's
it,
his name
people-
was saying, don't send it to my team, so then I just kind of pushing it.
So I was determined. I'm like, I'm going to find this.
And you
While I
called
was
that
taking a
weeks-
shower,
You called
I
that
had
weeks
my
in
phone in the shower with me just playing. And I also was like, I hear it, and I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, where's the time mark on this?
Which week was that?
That was last week.
That was last week. You called it
Yes.
right before it
Yes.
happened.
That was last week because they just released him right before last week's show.
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
So
And he
there's the
he
proof.
Signed what? 2 days later.
I think it was like I think it was a little over 24 hours later.
Yeah.
What?
So
Is not nobody put it in here, but Andy Dalton signed a 1-year deal to go play with Dallas.
yeah.
Hey, who
For
put
$7
most of the
million.
stuff in here this week?
Me?
Yeah, and why didn't you put it in here then?
Look, man, I got busy.
He
I
came
forgot,
here
to
and
put
cut my
I
hair.
forgot the Korean baseball. I forgot Andy Dalton. I forgot the Peyton Manning thing. But you know what? I remembered to talk about it.
That's all that matters, as long as we remember to talk about it.
So, what do y'all think about Andy Dalton going to Dallas with Dak Prescott not signing his franchise tender, has not re-signed a contract? What do you think is going to happen?
I think they're gonna end up getting
all-
Dak for less than he wants now.
A lot less.
Dak's gonna be afraid he's gonna lose his.
You just went out and signed another quarterback that wants to play. That was a starter.
A
That-
winning quarterback.
Right, that wins.
Quarterback with a
too.
winning record.
Yes,
I
so
think
I could see.
Does he
I
have a
could see
better
Dak
record
getting
than
worried.
Dak?
No, he doesn't have a better winning percentage than Dak,
Ah,
but he has more years.
Yeah. So that could be
This
a
was,
big worrisome for Dak.
this was probably one of the best news stories that I saw come out because as soon as I heard it, I
You're like,
posted on Facebook.
I called it. I'm surprised you didn't call like the NFL Network and be like, "Hey, I called this last week on my podcast."
Hey, Nate. Even a broken watch is right twice a day.
Unless it's analog or digital, then it's never right.
Who has a digital one?
I only have digital.
I would.
But just saying, somebody called it.
Yeah, we told you did.
And I said they would sign him for dirt cheap, right? A
But
lot
that made
cheaper
too
than
much
what
sense
Dak
though.
wanted.
As soon as I saw that was like he got signed there, I was like, I knew it.
I have to go
Go ahead
find
and show that young kid. All right, you want to hold out?
it.
Fine. Let me go ahead and get this quarterback that's been started for 10 years. I got rid of Carson Palmer for him.
So I still think they'll pay Dak more than he's worth.
I don't think
But-
so. Not anymore.
I think he's probably gonna get about 34 to 35 mil. I
Which
think he
is
wants
more than he is-
36 to 37.
Which is more than he's worth,
Mhm.
34 to 35 mil. So
well,
And I
yeah,
also think he wants a 5-year deal, and they only want to sign him to a 4.
yeah,
Right.
because of I forget why they said they wanted to do a 4.
because that fifth year they haven't seen much growth out of him so far. So
But they could always arrange that contract where he gets paid more up front and less towards the back half.
Yeah.
Or
and
vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
if they're
and the
their
back
fifth year,
half
they're only
might,
paying him
might be what Brady's contract was, where it's avoidable years.
Yeah, like a team option.
Yeah. Team option, voidable years.
what's Muppet laughing at?
Sorry, Mo just sent me a text about Earl Thomas.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
how his girlfriend tried to shoot him on his birthday, or
Yes.
his wife.
His wife.
I forgot about that. I was gonna put it in. I read it earlier.
Apparently, him and his brother were sleeping with the same side chick. That's what I'm getting off of this.
All right, Journey, can you pull it up? You're good at the Google.
So she tried to shoot him.
I think
I saw
so.
something like the NFL was like.
It was
like
TMZ
a
that
Twitter.
came out with
NFL
it.
said, "Happy birthday to Earl Thomas. Hope you have a great day." And Earl Thomas's Twitter was a bunch of middle fingers.
And TMZ came out with the whole thing, and it was like, oh. And then his
Oh,
teammates
no.
found out.
It was, "I hope you had a blast." And that's
Well, he posted on Twitter, "Please, no questions about the incident with my wife and brother. Respect our privacy." And then someone posted, "Bro, no questions about your wife catching you and your brother banging the same chick. Then a gun gets involved. Nah, motherfucker, we got questions."
Apparently, his wife was arrested on April 13th
Yep.
due to the thing.
Yeah, that's what I had read. That's about as far as I got into it, and I was like, I have to go back to work.
I didn't hear anything. I don't watch TV, and
I saw this. I saw it on Facebook, on my Google thing, my timeline thing that I scroll through all the way to the left, and I was like, oh, geez.
I don't really read the news.
I gotta read this.
And I got a text from Mo earlier. "Did you hear about Earl Thomas?" And I was like, "No."
Okay, so apparently, his wife tracked him down via social media and found him at a nearby Airbnb with his brother and two women.
Classy.
maybe they were both for his brother.
And his wife called two other women to help confront her husband and took his handgun with an intent to scare him.
It was unloaded. I just wanted to show him I meant business.
I feel like it probably wasn't, and that was not her intent. Because
See,
that would
if-
not have been my intent.
All she had to do is send a picture of an old egg peeler. And it's like two finger holes and like a bunch of like jagged teeth in the middle of it. And like that alone could be scary. I had somebody recently send me a picture of that on Facebook Messenger, and I was like, or on Facebook, and I was like, really? Thanks
This
for that.
person doesn't like you.
They like me. They just have a really sick sense of humor. And
Was
I
it Matt?
hate it. No.
So apparently there's a video of this where he's at the top of the stairs and she's cussing him out. And then she points the pistol at his head from less than a foot away, and her fingers on the trigger with the safety disengaged.
Oh.
Do we have?
She
do we
wasn't
have this
just
video?
trying to scare him. She was ready to murder his ass.
She needed to bring Butters in from South Park because he always shoots people in the dick.
What's the movie that, or
Murder.
what's the joke? I want you to shoot him through the
Through that.
her through the head and him
And
through the cock.
Yeah, I can do that in one shot.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be easy. I can get it in one shot.
And there's another South Park where it's the Tiger Woods game. And it was during the Tiger Woods cheating scandal. And his wife's like chasing him with a golf club. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's Tiger Woods, 20 or whatever. And every time it turns into like a Mortal Kombat game. And then they find out that white people can't have money. Or like they're like, all these famous people, whenever they get money, they start cheating. And like all the guys just keep looking at each other like, yeah, money's the reason.
That's why.
And they're showing kids pictures of naked women. Butter's like, do all ladies have a
Jesus
bush
Christ,
down there?
Jasmine.
What? I have a drop for that, actually. Anyway, what about Pat's news?
So,
The hell
Pat's
are you
news.
watching?
I was trying to see if that was the video Turner was talking about.
It was not the video Jeremy
No.
was talking
They,
about.
they deleted the video apparently. I don't think you'll find it too easily right now.
As of yesterday, the Pats had signed second-round draft pick Josh
Uchi?
Uchi?
There is no R in that.
Uchi? Yeah, Uchi. To a 4-year deal.
That's the
for-
Massachusetts coming out of Walmart.
Yeah, we add R's, get rid of R's, add A's.
Stuff.
I was
Rendered.
like, you're supposed to drop the R, not add one.
No, you add an R where the R is not there. Don't you know the Massachusetts language?
Apparently not.
Like, now I'm gonna draw a blank. 4-year deal per Rosenhaus Sports. At this time, Uchi was the highest draft pick to be signed.
Urchi?
Uchi.
No
Urchi.
R.
Uchi.
I'm just gonna go ahead and mute my mic for this because I don't care.
The New England Patriots announced on May 5th to the signing of 15 free rookie agents. Tight end Tyrod Berry of the Ohio State. He played 50 games with 4 starts during his
I
college
almost
career.
fixed that, by the way, because I was quickly going. I'm like, why did he add so many E's? I'm like, oh, the Ohio State University. There's a reason why you did it that way. I was like,
Ohio
oh, that's
State.
clever. All right, I'm signing back off.
No, you're not. During his college career, he caught 17 passes for 198 yards and 4 touchdowns. Defensive back Michael Bryant of Washington, he was named All Pac-12 second team as a senior last season. He played for 50 games, finished with 191 tackles, 4 interceptions, 20 pass defended, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. So it's not a bad defensive back pickup.
Oh my! That is loud.
Tight end Jake
It was
Bird
loud for me too.
of Boston College, local boy. He finished his career with 23 receptions for 307 yards. That's more than most of the pass players had last year.
Oh, shit.
And 2 players. He is a native of Linfield, Mass, and went to high school at St. John's Prep in Danvers. We got defensive lineman Nick Cole of Auburn. He played in 36 games with 12 starts. Linebacker Dijon Harris of Arkansas. Sorry. He played in 84 games with 36 starts and finished with 371 tackles, 7.5 sacks.
Yeah.
They're talking to each other.
Yes, but I can do this. 7.5 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 9 pass defended. See, it's quiet now. Like now. Wide receiver Will Hashins of Auburn returned from an injury that caused him to be redshirt in 2018 and played in 13 games with 2 starts and caught 19 receptions for 222 yards. Nice, easy number. And 1 touchdown in 2019. The quarterback, Bryant Lukey of Michigan State, another Michigan boy, just like Brady was. He was a 3-year starter and finished ranked first in school history in total offense with 9,548 yards, 8,293 yards passing, and 1,255 rushing. He is 6'3", 216 pounds. He also finished his career ranked 3rd in school history in starts with 38 and wins 22. He also completed his career ranked 1st in pass attempts, 1,294, and 2nd in completions with 721, and 4th in passing touchdowns with 47. We got defensive linebacker.
What the fuck?
We got defensive linebacker Bill Murray of Williams and Mary College. 2-time All-CAA selection and a 3-year starter. We got wide receiver Sean Riley of Syracuse. Played in 49 games with 23 starts and finished with 119 receptions for 1,265 yards. We got another QB, Jamar Smith
Oh,
of
scout.
Louisiana Tech. He finished with 759 completions on 280 pass attempts for 9,523 yards and 51 touchdowns and 21 interceptions. He's 6'1", 218 pounds, and has completed 236 367 passes for 2,977 yards with 18 touchdowns his senior year.
Hi, Scout.
Running back J.J. Taylor of Arizona ran for 3,263 yards and with 18 touchdowns and caught 62 passes for 487 yards. That's something we've actually needed. Linebacker Kiava Tazino of San Diego State. Wide receiver Jeff Thompson of Miami. Defensive linebacker Courtney Willis of Louisiana Tech. Wide receiver Isaiah Zuber of Kansas State and Mississippi. He played for 3 seasons with Kansas State before spending his final college season in Mississippi State.
They signed somebody named Bill Murray?
They did. If you were listening, I would have told you about him.
I thought I heard it, and that's when Scout wanted to come up and say hi.
Yep, Bill Murray of William and Mary College. It was a 2-time All-CAA selection and a 3-year starter who finished his career with 143 tackles, 19 sacks, 10 blocks, 4 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 6 passes defended. And he was a 2-year letter winner and served as a team captain as a senior.
Have you gone down to that linebacker yet?
Which linebacker?
The one that you had to phonetically space out?
Oh, yeah.
That way you get the name right.
That was like that. Because I was like, there's no way I'm going to thank Kiava Tazino.
Tuzino.
That's what we need to do every time for you.
Yes, we do. Because that is, I looked at it and said, oh my God, and thank God it came with that phonetic spelling. Although people like that don't usually make too long in the Pats.
If you
So,
type it into
Is
Google,
Chris
it'll
Jeremy
get
coming
it
back?
to you. No,
Chris sent me a
apparently he's
Facebook
closed due
message
to
asking if Jeremy and I
COVID-19.
were talking to each other on the phone. And we thought it was funny that Gail got it right away.
I knew you two were, and I knew that's what you were doing, so I was like, I'm going to turn them down because he's an asshole.
That's
Oh,
why
you
I
turned
put a
me
sign
down?
up.
Oh, yeah. I turned you both way down because I'm like, they're going to be dicks. I'm going to turn them down because I can.
I muted my microphone. I just
My
put a
mic
sign
was
up.
muted too.
Yes, but your sounds weren't.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All I know is that Jeremy said he was closed for COVID-19.
Taking the field. A black cat is running from the 20 to the near side, the 10. From the 39 in Dallas, here's a short throw down the middle, caught by Ingram. Caught at the 35. Went to
Oh, so I was watching some highlights, and there was a bird playing that came in the field with the Raiders, and he lined up with the running back, the wide receiver, and when the wide receiver took off, the bird flew right with him the entire time. And
Aw.
they commentated on that too. I thought it was hilarious.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Why do we not have that audio or that video?
I didn't think of it. I gotta look it up. Anyway, carry on.
Get out of this slimy mud hole.
So, Jeremy, are you back from your closure, or are you still closed?
I'm still closed, but I'm here.
So we have reached the section where we ask.
Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
If we ask our listeners and viewers to see if they have any questions for us.
Oh, are
And
we at that point in the show?
We are at that point in the show because literally I was the last one who put anything in here.
Chris just has an angry face.
Chris
Yeah,
is
what's up with
just
the angry
mad.
face?
I
Is
don't know.
Chris even
Chris.
still watching?
I don't know.
think he is.
I
We have
don't-
no questions on Facebook.
Did you like my when I had the sign up? My only thing you could see was the hands.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I was like, what is Jeremy doing?
And then if I went down too low, the whole screen disappears.
Yes.
That was random.
Scout was very excited to sit on my lap and be on screen. By the way,
I bet.
his tail was wagging. It was adorable.
Yeah,
I miss
can't-
the Mo days when she would actually come on and watch and ask us questions.
She's too busy making masks.
Yeah, she's been busy making a lot of those. What is she up to? 2,000 now, Jeremy?
No, like 1,200, something like that.
Oh, that's it.
I saw somebody posted something on Facebook saying that the cloth masks don't actually do anything.
It's like a placebo effect. It makes other people feel better.
Yeah.
So Chris says,
So-
I'm an Ohio State fan. The Ohio State.
I think it needs to be the Ohio State.
I believe you run to an Ohio State fan, you say OH, and they say
It's going to take him a minute. Remember, we got a 20-second delay. Plus, he's got to type.
do 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 do.
Wait, I saw this
I
on
just wanna know-
TikTok.
You did.
Why is it the Ohio State as opposed to the Ohio State?
Because
The Ohio State sounds better.
Yeah. Because there's only one Ohio State, unlike Miami's.
I saw this on
In
TikTok.
Texas
Why don't I know
and California has several teams too.
No. There's a couple of colleges that are College of Miami.
Oh,
Oh, he says
I do
that-
like
that-
do like
Chris
messing
says
with
that
the-
drives me fucking nuts.
I like messing with the Mississippi
wait.
State fans and the Ole Miss fans.
But I owe.
Mississippi fans hate when you be like, "Oh, so you're an Ole Miss fan?"
Yeah.
And they give you so much shit for it. What are you groaning about?
He's ready for bed.
We're only
fine,
at an hour in. This is the shortest show ever.
Yeah, I told you it was going to be the shortest one ever.
Hold on, I'll find some more sports news.
I'm
All right, while
dying
you
of
do
the
that, I'll jump on
Rona.
the marketplace.
Okay.
No, if we go to the marketplace, I'm calling it a night.
Oh, come on. You know you need an auger.
Well, as of tomorrow, we only have 5 months left.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yeah. It's kind of scary.
Gail's ready for it to be done.
Already. Yes.
I do think that
I'm
we need
there.
to start a pool, like a 50-50 pool for the due date.
Yes.
So we do a due date and gender pool. No, gender is too soon. Well, you guys are
Gender.
waiting to find out, right? When are you going to do your unveiling for that?
Well, hopefully quickly because that's going to drive me freaking nuts. Knowing
have-
that
have-
someone
Anybody
knows,
used
but
bricks in
not
Winchendon?
me.
What kind of bricks? I need cinder blocks.
They just look like bricks.
Oh.
What do you need cinder blocks for?
There's a 6x6 pine beam lumber structure for sale for $25.
Yeah, share that one with me. I could use
There's
that.
a lot of wood.
Have you watched any of the Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan thing?
No.
I have not been able to watch it. I wanted
You
to.
need to. You need to.
Is it something
You
I
need
gotta?
to watch some of that.
It's something I gotta like sit and have hours
you
on end to watch
you
it,
could-
or can I
You
just
can
listen?
stream it in the background and just listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get into it. I watched like a episode or two, and it was a good watch. I just haven't gotten back into it. I started watching or continued to watch Star Wars today. Episode 2 is way better than episode 1. Just I realized that.
Wait until
While watching it.
4 is much better than 1, 2, and 3.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
but I forgot how good episode 2 of Star Wars was. There's
Yes.
not so much a Jar Jar in there.
Nope.
The only thing that drives me crazy is they went computer animation instead of puppets.
Yes.
And I think the puppets of it makes Star Wars that much better.
That's why 4, 5, and 6 are so much better.
And 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
So did you guys hear about the match, the announcement? The Phil Nicholson, Tiger Woods, Brady, and Peyton are gonna play a golf round.
Really?
I
Yes.
feel like I know who might win that one.
Are they gonna like split pro athlete and golfer together, like Woods and Brady and
Hold on, let me see if
Nicholson
I
and
can.
the other dude? Oh, I want this.
What is it?
It's an old Willys Jeep,
Oh Jesus.
and they want $500. Willys Jeep 500 or best offer, doesn't run for parts, but it looks like it could be salvaged.
Put a big block in it. You know.
So have you guys know the show Wipeout?
Yes.
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 Or not Wipeout, Holy Moly.
Yes.
No.
Holy Moly comes back March 27th.
Okay.
Actually, it's
So-
funny you say that. Ted was trying to watch it at Mimi's house, and it's no longer on demand.
I love that show so
So
much. Holy
Chris
Moly
says
is the greatest.
It's Lefty and Peyton, he believes.
It's Sunday, May 24th at 3. Woods and Manning are teaming up against Mickelson and Brady, playing best ball on the front and modified alternative shot format on the back. As part of the competitive play, there will also be a set of on-course challenges to raise additional charitable funds.
So they can do like the quarterback challenge where they'll have like moving targets and they gotta try to hit them.
No idea.
And they can also do it with the golfers too, where they gotta hit the same targets with golf balls.
That'd be funny.
That'd be fun. I'd watch that.
Yeah, is this thing gonna be televised, Jeremy?
Yes, it is. They're trying to raise money for charity.
Sweet.
Does
They're
it-
gonna have
does it say
so
when
many
it's going to
people
be?
watching.
What?
Does it say when it's going to be?
I already said that.
Did you? I
We weren't
wasn't
paying
listening.
attention.
When is it?
May 24th, I think,
So the end of the month.
in like 2 weeks.
So it's Brady, Mickelson, Woods, and
Manning.
Manning.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Chris is wrong.
Womp,
I like
womp.
Manning.
Yeah, because Connor's birthday is a month from today.
Yep.
Yeah, you're all gonna have to remind me like a couple weeks out.
Crap.
So that way I can get him a present. And I think you have
No,
the other one.
less
All the
than a
other
month.
ones are right around the corner
Today's
too.
the 7th.
Right. He was born the 4th.
Yeah.
Well, remind me so that way I can get the kids presents. And
So have you
4
guys
weeks.
seen the
I
video
think
that Alex
Aubrey's got a
Smith?
Fourth
birthday
Thursday.
coming up too, doesn't she?
So does Ted. They're 2 years and a day apart.
Ah,
Yeah,
I got
remember
some
I told
presents
you
for
that,
mine.
Nate? They were born almost 2 years exactly to the day.
I said I wanted about 2 years between my kids.
y'all need to stop humping on the same time every year. That's what the problem is. There's 12 months in a year that you can conceive a child. Why do you have to make
I'm
a focus on
consistent.
that one
Don't
time?
get. I'm consistent.
Both are. Well, Gail is.
What?
Oh, a 78 Yamaha TT.
All
So
right.
apparently Alex Smith has been working out a bunch. He's been posting videos of his workouts, and he aims to return to action this season.
Do you think he's actually gonna make it this season? That's a
Go see Daddy.
that'd be impressive.
Go there.
Jasmine.
You know, by watching the video,
She's like, no.
he is a quarterback, so it's not like he does a lot of.
No, but he's still gonna have to drop back. He's still gonna have to do all those.
Yeah, but he's doing drop back drills. He has like a sleeve thing around his leg, but it's not like a
Go beat him.
Did
full,
anybody
like.
watch the docuseries on that? I meant to, and I totally forgot.
No, I didn't watch the docu-series on that, but I saw some of the pictures that they released from it, and it is gruesome.
Yeah,
But so there's videos of him like doing drop backs, like running around the outside and things like that.
he was rehabilitating with Army personal trainers and physical therapy people because it was
Yep.
more of a military style injury than a sports injury.
Yeah.
And I know he was talking to like vets and all that had similar issues. And like the same kind of like meetings and sessions, which I thought was kind of pretty wild.
We talked about this last week.
We
Briefly.
briefly discussed it.
Now we're doing what is called a callback, Travis.
Travis gets confused as soon as you say anything back.
Unless it's preceded by baby.
Got back? What?
And now we have Muppet back.
And I'm here.
Because of the round thing in your face.
Oh, I totally meant to do that Prime Minister thing by a Canadian accent. I totally forgot until just now.
What prime minister thing?
The British prime minister or premier
Well, that's why you got to put
sending a
notes in
letter
these
to
things.
the hockey league.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I totally missed it. I was practicing it all way earlier this afternoon.
Well, that's why you're supposed to put notes in these. Nate, do in Canadian accent.
Look, I forgot 3 other things that were major sports news this week, and just randomly remembered to talk about it on the show. Do we still have anything? Nope.
We got no questions. That's basically all the news for this week. I think we are done.
How the hell do I have so many freaking Facebook tabs open on my thing?
On your phone?
No, on my computer. Like, I had so many Facebook messages open that I haven't even talked to any of these people on the freaking computer.
Because they pop up on your phone, they pop up on the computer.
Some bell shit.
Oh, yeah.
So anything good on the marketplace?
Nothing
a
good in the
couple things.
marketplace.
There's a Transformer robot for $10.
Does he really transform, though?
Now you got Travis's attention.
Which
it looks like a
Transformer?
remote control.
More than meets the eye.
Weird. There's lots of trucks in West Townsend. It's all like the little plastic dump trucks.
Oh, like the pocket
you can get
trucks?
a Bun slushy machine.
Ooh,
We can make our own
slushy.
frozen drinks.
Frozen margaritas?
1934 Ford Roadster for $27,500.
Ah. All right, guys.
A
That
6x10 dump trailer.
You're just gonna
Jeremy, you
have
could
to
use
shut
that.
it off.
I was looking at this 16 by 24 wood shop / shed.
Oh, I quickly skimmed by that.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Aw,
Say
Travis is
bye.
a wet blanket.